There is progress reaching the communities still cut off from the world by the earthquake, but there are still many remote towns and villages that are entirely dependent on these helicopters for survival. The destroyed homes and mosques and impassable roadways are clear indicators that there is a long way to go. The survivors will die without the relief supplies that are dropped off the back of Chinooks. But they need to be rescued, and that will take time. It's desperate stuff. The damage is, of course, clear for everyone to see. The problem for the relief effort is that it covers a huge area. Even in towns that have been reached, they still have to fend for themselves and build cover. And they're doing it in the midst of buildings that are clearly unsafe and could collapse at any time. In a square, men, women and children spend night and day under tarpaulin sheets. The biggest concern here right now is the weather. They are homeless, and soon it will rain and get very cold. So far, there is no clue as to how they will be looked after.
The problem is the cold, and the rain is coming. Only God knows what will happen in the future and how long we'll sleep in the street, or if we can find someone to build us a room to stay out of the cold. The winter is coming. It will rain, and there will be lots of water on the ground. That's the problem.
Hasna Sarit washes her family's clothes in the street. Her arms and hands are bruised and swollen. She used her bare hands to dig through the rubble of her collapsed home to rescue her 2 children. She saved their lives. But now what?
I am anxious about the future because I have very small children. The house is gone. Now we find ourselves in the street. We don't have anywhere to go, and now the cold and the winter is coming. We don't have any clothes, nowhere to live. We're homeless, as you can see.
This emergency is still in its early days, of course, but more problems are just around the corner. On a street like this one, you can see that most of the buildings are standing, but they are so badly damaged, it's clear they're going to have to be torn down and rebuilt. The problem is nobody knows when that's going to happen, and of course, all the people who used to live here are now on the street. It's unclear where they're going to go, where they're going to stay, and of course the winter is coming and we're up in the mountains and it will get very cold. This is a massive problem and it's going to develop in the coming weeks and months. Right now there are no answers about the future because the present disaster continues. So thousands have to wait, bedding down outside night after night, hoping for a plan and a future and preparing for a tough winter. Stuart Ramsay, Sky News in the Atlas Mountains of Morocco.